Good morning, everyone. I hope you are well and doing the things that you love to do. Today is Tuesday. My name is Sylvia B. Mwansa, bringing you cocktail chats. And today is that special day that we are talking medical. And why are we talking medical? It's because over the last quarter, have been really in the space of medical. Um, and I really thought that we could be able to socialize in it together. And this is because medical practitioners have really got talent and they've got so much to give and they've got so much to do and they've got such a big platform. Last Saturday at the intercompany relay, I was practicing as one. I was a volunteer at the blood bank. And this just gave me insights of just how we can utilize our medical practitioners in so many ways. Why am I saying in so many ways? It's because I did ask when we were in the meeting preparing for the intercompany relay, I did ask the medical practitioners, the hospitals there, if they could be able to, everyone do the sickle cell tests. And everyone did agree that they could. And by that time, I hadn't even, I was not even sure, but I was just testing the market to see if they were ready to do something that they normally don't do. And they did agree. This is why today I'm so excited that I bring to you medical practitioners as entrepreneurs. Hospitals, only UTH was testing for sickle cell disease. So I asked that, can everyone be able to test sickle cell in their hospitals? And for sure. So I just asked our champion, Dr. Chunda, to say, can they provide us with their sickle scans so that the hospitals who have agreed can be able to do the sickling tests. And it was so amazing. The champion asked Dr. Chisawa to say, go get, authorize the sickle scans, and all the hospitals tested. And guess what? They want to continue to test, in their various hospitals, Unza Hospital, Unza Clinic, Forest Park. And you can just be so amused that the executive director for Forest Park even donated blood. And she was saying, so this is how easy it could be if we all came into this space. And I said, yes, because that is the beginning. The gentleman that came from St. John's Hospital said, oh my goodness, so this is the beginning. We are always sending cool boxes to UTH blood bank for us to get blood. It is so hard to actually get blood because when I arrived at the scene at about 11, they were at 0. Last year we had they had 500 people come through the medical village, and only 5 people donated blood. So I said, okay, my aim was to just double that number and see if we could do it. And guess what? I surpassed the number. We collected 12 pints just because I went out and called people to come to the booth for blood bank. And I was saying, if we just all made it our intention to say, I'm going to add something, and people out there, they're just simply scared to actually come and donate. They're not aware of the benefits. They're not aware of all these things. So today, this is why I brought out this topic to say, can medical people or medical practitioners, these are nurses, doctors, technologists, technicians, physicians, physiotherapy. How can they? We had one physiotherapist donate blood, we had a doctor donate blood, we had an administrator donate blood, we had nurses donate blood, we had people that really make it happen in the space of everyone just donate the blood. So those ones that are joining us today, we come every day, Monday to Friday, to just sensitize, our friends, in all the areas of life. On Mondays, we've got Rev Water, Mwambazi with Prosperity Insights. On Tuesday, it's Mindset Change program with me. On Wednesday, it's a marketplace where I want actually to continue socializing medical practitioners to market their products and services. And as we are here, I hope that tomorrow, since Dr. Jackie is going to come for the training, I hope that we can start with her and she would be able to share her experience and the things that she's been able to do. On Thursdays, we have Dr. Nelly Kangwa with Prosperity for Your Soul. And this she's talking about from when we wake up from our bedroom to when we go out there into our space in the boardroom space. And on Friday, we've got Dr. Jackie with healthy tips. And this is what helps us to just align to say, did I drink water today? Oh, yes, I drank water. I'm still drinking warm water in the morning. What does it do to us? She does this explanation so that you can avoid being cut to see what's going on in your body. So today our topic is really this one that I know that we'll be able to undertake and make sure that the things that we talk about are the things that really make us grow. So our topic today is on medical practitioners. And this is, I did research on medical practitioners being doctors and physiotherapists, nurses, psychologists, lab technicians, etc., on the question of entrepreneurship as we take on the class mindset change process. Later today we talk about these things in detail. So the topic for today, can medical practitioners be entrepreneurs in relation to mindset change issue? I did research. The three research questions that I used to come up is how can medical practitioners utilize their experience when they retire? What business can they do that will make them maintain their lifestyles in their retirement? Is there any other thing that retiring medical practitioners can do? So I, just wanted to find out, how we can help one another in making sure that this is what it is. This morning, I got a call from one of the doctors. Says, I actually want to close my practice because really there are not so many customers. Customers are you and me, having issues with ourselves. And and in my mind, I was saying, oh, this is what we're going to be talking about in our mindset change class, where we help them to just look outside. What else can they do when customers are not arriving in their place, which is a good thing. So there are a lot of things that can be done. So in answering, we can confirm that yes, medical practitioners can be entrepreneurs. While the healthcare sector typically emphasizes employment within established institutions, there is a growing trend of medical professionals venturing into entrepreneurship. Regarding the mindset change issue, it is true that some medical professionals may feel more comfortable working in familiar surroundings, where they've been so many years, like the person that I am using today to anchor this. She was the first surgeon of the first female surgeon in Zambia to start practicing medicine. So she's been in this room, where in the operating theaters, in giving guidance, in counseling patients, but she's gonna be out. What else is she going to be doing? We'll find out there when we go into the workshop. However, with the right mindset shift, they can explore entrepreneurial ventures by embracing innovation, taking calculated risks, like what entrepreneurs do, and also leveraging their knowledge and skill. When medical practitioners retire, they can utilize their experiences in various ways. One of them is consultancy. Many retired, medical professionals choose to become consultants, offering their expertise and advice to health workers or health organizations or startups or government institutions. They can provide insights based on their years of experience and guide others in the industry. This consultancy can go into you. We have seen, like in our country, where medical doctors have become PSS, medical doctors are directors, medical doctors are doing, things that administrative, that they're using their knowledge, and that is part of the consulting that medical doctors can do. The other thing that they can do is education and training. Retired medical practitioners can become educators or trainers, sharing their knowledge and skills with the next generation of healthcare professionals. They can teach at medical universities, they can provide workshops or seminars, or create online courses, educating and training upcoming people in the medical field. The other thing that they can be able to do is they can be, those ones that are doing research and development. With their deep understanding of healthcare, retired medical practitioners can engage in research and development, projects. And there are many of them. There are really many of them. They can collaborate with research institutions. They can collaborate with pharmaceutical companies. They can collaborate with startups to distribute medical advancements and innovation. And I can say this because I had a conversation after, volunteering at the international company. Really, I've had conversations with the doctors on how we can improve the awareness of blood donations, and also engage in education of why it is important for people to donate blood. It was such a big conversation that I was even like scared of how much opportunity there is to make sure that these things are able to be carried on, where we spoke of so many opportunities and just how we can get there. So I said I'm going to put up a concept note, and we're going to be able to progress that and see just how we can be of help and how we can be able to use retired professionals in there who still have got energy to make a difference in research and development. The other thing is healthcare technology. Medical practitioners can explore opportunities in healthcare technology, startups, or develop their own healthcare related software applications or devices. They can also involve in leveraging their understanding of healthcare, workflows and patient needs to create solutions that improve efficiency, patient outcomes, or access to care. And this technology is, I'm really thinking through this and say, because of my situation, those people that really know me and what I've been doing since June in sickle cell space, it's just basically healthcare technology. There's so much technology out there: bone marrow transplant, gene therapy, so many things that can able to improve, not just for sickle cell, but even for hemophilia, even for all these, blood disorders that are there. There's new technology out there. If we really used our retired doctors, they could be able to actually help with this technology, because they've got the experience and they've got so many other things that they need to be doing. What else can they do? They can also do wellness and lifestyle services. Retired medical professionals can venture into business focused on wellness and lifestyle. These services are required on a daily basis. This could include opening a wellness center, offering holistic health services, launching health coaching practice, or starting a fitness or wellness related product lines. People who do these wellness and lifestyles are not even doctors. Sometimes people hate themselves because they are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing in their condition. So if health workers can be able to start these things, it could really be a good thing. The other thing that they can do is volunteering and non-profit work. This volunteering, actually, sometimes, the programs that they do can have income that is attached to them so that they are able to do certain things in their voluntary and non-profit work. Many retired medical practitioners choose to go to give back by volunteering their time and expertise to humanitarian organizations or medical missions. This allows them to continue making a positive impact in undeserved, communities, or those communities that are really not able to reach themselves or to attach themselves to the things that are happening in the communities, so they can contribute to healthcare and initiatives. And this cannot just be locally; they can actually go global and make sure that the things that they want to do are done, in the voluntary space. So, in the 3 days that will be with the doctors, we will be on a discovery path on finding out, some of the things that we want that they want to be doing. So the number one that I want to use is using the 20% of the activities that will bring them 80% of their desired results, because they've got desires. So we'll make sure that we delve into that. We're also going to use the retiring medical practitioner to identify their interests. What is their passion and what is their skill, and then explore entrepreneurial paths that align with those skills that we are going to discover that they have, because their plan A is the finishing, and they need now to continue building plan B so that they maintain their lifestyle. So we're also going to help them build strong networks, because their networks have been limited. Some of the people that have spoken with, they've said their space has been limited to the hospital. So we are going to help them build a strong network. Some from the patients themselves that they have helped, some from the new technology that they can acquire, just to be in those. How can they be innovative? We're going to to just dive into there, and how they can stay updated on industry trends, because that is their thing. They've been working in the hospital for over 30 years, 35 years. So that is their niche. So how can they, even continue with their industry trends that will also be beneficial for successfully transitioning into entrepreneurship or other ventures in retirement? We're also going to use our niche in the identifying, using the 6 areas of their life in their wheel of life, where we identify the activities that they will be carrying out in each area of life, starting with family and home. It will be strange to find themselves that there will be no one, to call them. They are not on call. So how are they going to utilize this? They've always had them, with the awkward godly. They work awkward godly hours, but now they will discover that they will not be. Actually, there is no one who's saying you're on call. 3 a.m. you're still standing. So how are they going to utilize? How are they going to come back, to the areas of family and home? They will discover something that they can be doing in those times that they are not actually busy with their hospitals or with their environment where they were. In financial and career, we are going to discover, from the Pareto principle, we will know and they will make their job description, the things that they're going to be doing when they are out of there. And this financial and career will enable them to identify or to see the gaps that they need, so that they can be able to confirm their well-being and how they're going to maintain their lifestyle, because everyone wants a good lifestyle, and they've been used to a good lifestyle, if at all, or they need to enhance it. We're also going to look at their mental and educational scope of the wheel of life, where we'll discover how to learn new skills that will enhance their well-being and align to their new lifestyle. We're going to use physical and health. This will be interesting to know how medical professionals will take care of this part of the wheel of life. So I am really excited about this. And we're also going to look at the spiritual and the ethical wheel of life. I know for sure that many medical practitioners are very spiritual because they have to pray for their patients. They have to pray that can God help them by using their brains and their hands to, to align themselves with the practice. However, many of them are very ethical human beings. I remember working with them in the testing of sickle cell disease, where for me, I just said, okay, we sit here and the people start testing. They said, no, we need a private space. We need to bring the screens so that we can have privacy. It is very unethical for us to just go out there and say, because me, I'll be looking to say, hey, is it positive? Is it negative? And of late, I've known that is actually unethical. You can't even, talk about it. They have to engage. I was so surprised even with my daughter. I was asking Dr. Tisao, because we did we wanted to know how the carrier thing is, what percentages, because all those things you can find. So when he told me mine, I said, what about my daughter? It says, no, I can't tell you. I'm going to call her, and discuss by ourselves. I said, oh wow. So that's just how ethical the doctors are, and this is probably what we struggle with, because for us, we are the ones who actually carry information. We are so suspicious. You just see someone, you start, labeling them that maybe they're suffering from this, they're suffering from this. In the medical field, that is unethical. You cannot talk about somebody's life without their consent. Even if they've got consent, it's only you who is allowed to talk about it. Then they cannot talk about that. So on social and cultural, there we're going to help them because they have been in closed places for a long time. We'll assist them in joining clubs for directed networks. That will help them to grow their network, which they will need as entrepreneurs. So these are the areas where we need to make sure that what they want to do is indeed what it is that is there. So you are free to ask questions, to have comments. You can post in the chat box. I just want you to understand that medical practitioners is you and me, and they're here looking forward to your comments, to make sure that you can sign up to some of these things, to make sure that you are intentional in the way that you do things, to make sure that you are the one who really needs to take that first step. So post your comments, just type, what have you learned about these doctors to be entrepreneurs? What have you gotten there? You can just type out one or two things that you have gotten that will make you make the step. If you're in the medical field, the sky is not the limit. We can start building your plan B as you work. We take, is it awareness that you are good at? Is it background information? Can you be a strategist in some organization where you're giving some insights, to the people that are there? Every institution needs medical advice. Every institution needs medical advice. They need someone out there to tell them that this is what it is, this is what we are doing. Rev, can we have a discussion around what other people can be able to do? We've got 6 more minutes. Can we ask those questions? Can we join the teams? Can we just be intentional in the way that we want to find those things? Do we have some comments? Do we have questions? Do we have those people that are really good at what they do and they would like to share? I have plenty of friends in the medical field, and we've had really very funny conversations around it. And I said, we can make awareness in that sort of things that you do have, because every day when we come, there's always something that we are able to do. We can also join Dr. Jackie on Fridays and just be those guests that or to make sure that the things that we do are the things that we want to bring to the attention of others. So these are some of the issues that we need to be able to just join the others. Rave, what do you say about medical practitioners? What have you gotten?
Indeed. Yes, for me, for starters, definitely historically, we've always had amazingly some great health practitioners who've done exceptionally well. I mean, I'm only gonna go back as far as I remember as a kid because I can't go further than that. But I remember that at one point we had a Dr. Chintu and Dr. Waza Kaunda back at a place called Pendleton Clinic. This was like in the 80s. I was just a youngster, 85, 86. And already they were quite famous, even though at that time I am aware, of course, both doctors had by law, I believe, to also practice at UTH. But on top of that, they were running a fairly successful operation in those days. I think the time that I used to interact and go there, they were just next to the Chachacha Road, no, sorry, Freedom Way Post Office, just around that area. There used to be Pendleton Health Clinic, and it was amazing at the time. And you recall that another one I remember also that was a very successful medical practitioner in Enterprise was the late Dr. Caroline Kaunda Membe. She was one of the most celebrated dentists in the country. Do you remember?
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant lady. She also did my braces. My mom took me to do braces from her practice. It used to be next to 20th Century,
Yes.
which doesn't exist today. I don't know what they call it nowadays, but anyway, those who know the road know it. So that was where she used to practice. She was absolutely amazing. And these two are just people I'm thinking straight off the top of my head. But I know there are so many who've gone into private practice today who are doing exceptionally well. And you know, one thing you mentioned that one of the doctors was planning on closing. It's amazing that in this market, and this is true of every field, you have people who are saying nothing is happening, I'm closing, and you have others who are right now overwhelmed. I can't mention names, but these are my clients. I work with them. I just help them do their strategic plan.
Yes, that's why we are saying there's enough for everyone. There's enough for everyone. Now, Reva, I just want to ask you this question. Having passed through the mindset change program yourself, how do you think the mindset change program is going to help the medical practitioners?
I love the mindset change program, and I know it will help them because one of the most profound aspects of that program is that it helps people open up. You go, in our church circles, excuse me, we talk about the fivefold ministry. Now, to picture the fivefold ministry, it's like, and it will relate, just bear with me. It is like a hand. And on the hand, you've got the thumb, which is the apostle. You've got the index finger, which is the prophet. You've got the toe finger, which is the evangelist. They reach the furthest places. Remember, the index finger points, so that's what prophets do. The toe finger reaches the furthest places. That's an evangelist. The ring finger is the pastor. He's married to the church. And then the little finger is the little finger that can go deep in places that others can't go. And that's what the Mindset Change program does. It helps people to see what they are not seeing. It's right in your face, but you are not seeing it. And it takes an expert outside to come and say, hey, but do you realize that there's 1, 2, 3? Have you noticed? And then you go, I never saw it. Yes, now you can see it. Can you go deeper? Can you do this? Can you do that? And by the time you're done with the Mindset Change program, you have a working manual, a very powerful working manual, which if you then utilize, will certainly see you see success in your life. So I'm always big on getting people to that program because that's essentially what you do. You really probe in a very deep way so that these individuals can be able to see what they are not seeing. So people like ourselves were looking at them and like, whoa, you guys, you can run with this. You can make a lot of money out of this.
Yes.
But they don't see it. So that's what mindset change does. It helps you to open up and start to see stuff you're not seeing. You know, and unfortunately, we all need that.
Agatha there is saying this is a nice program. I'm a nurse, and this program is vital for me. And you know, nurses have got such a big platform where they, you know, like in Europe, they're looking for this. And I was speaking, you know, the other day from a niece, my sister in the UK. She's in care business. She says, this is, you know, we need nurses here. We need what, but you know, they need to, before they go out there to, you know, to plan for their for going out, they need to come here and do the mindset change program, so that when they go there, they say, I'm going to go there for 5 years, I'm going to there for 1 year, and this is what I want to achieve. And when they achieve, they come back. Not when they have achieved, then they start eating the money again, because there's so many things that are coming through and they don't even do what they wanted to do. So the mindset change program, as you say, Ray, is to identify these little things that they're able to do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's 30 minutes. We are done. In 30 minutes, we are here only for 30 minutes to just sensitize you. So if you'd like to join our class, Agatha, there are those lines that are scrolling down there. You can get in touch. We will start our class today at 9 hours, and it will be for 3 days, because we have to explore. We have to make our own manual of the things that we're going to be able to do, and then we start to practice 3 months, so that we can practice what we want to do, and we'll be able to actually run faster when we have mastered the game in the 6 areas of life. So make one of your 4 imperative things to enroll to this program as if you're a medical practitioner. If you've missed out today, you can still register, and we'll be able to plan when you can come through, and we can move it from there. You can come to our website. You can register from there, www.sbmcorporateservices.com. You should be able to actually get the link for the registration. Otherwise, we are here. We are happy to be of service to you. So thank you so much for joining us today, and have a good day. God bless you.
Okay, so whilst we're waiting for it to end, we'll just be chatting. It will cut anytime.